Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Study English with Stories. I am your host, Amy.
And I'm your co-host, Sam. We are so thrilled you're tuning in today. Whether you are riding the bus, doing the dishes, or going for a jog, we are here to help you practice your English. Today, we have another two-part podcast.
For part one, we're picking up right where we left off last week. If you listened to episode 16, you know that Sam and I went to a local cafe to relax after his big housewarming party.
That's right. And while we were having our coffee, Amy mentioned she wanted to find a bookstore. So as soon as we finished our drinks, we decided to go on a little adventure downtown. Today, we are going to teach you all the best English vocabulary for talking about books and reading.
I was in heaven. I absolutely love reading. As soon as we walked through the doors of the shop, I immediately started to browse.
Let's define that word. To browse means to look through goods in a store without a specific plan to buy anything, just to see what is there.
Exactly. I can browse in a bookstore for hours. I love the smell of the paper and seeing all the beautiful covers. I immediately walked over to the mystery and suspense section.
A section is a distinct part of a store where similar items are grouped together. While Amy was lost in the mystery section, I wandered over to the music section to look at some books about the history of the guitar.
But you didn't stay there very long, did you?
No, I didn't. I ended up coming over to find you. You were holding a massive stack of books. I honestly didn't know how you were going to carry them all.
I couldn't help it. There were so many new paperbacks I wanted to read.
A paperback is a book with a flexible paper cover. They're usually cheaper and lighter than a hardcover, which is a book bound with thick, rigid cardboard.
I prefer paperbacks because they are easier to carry in my bag when I travel. Anyway, Sam came over and actually asked me for a recommendation. I was so surprised.
Well, I know how much you love mysteries, Amy, and since we both love suspenseful movies, I thought I should try reading a mystery novel. I wanted to see if I could figure out the plot before the end of the story.
The plot is the main sequence of events in a story or movie. It's what happens from the beginning to the end. I was so excited to pick a book for you. I chose a famous bestseller.
A bestseller is a book that is extremely popular and has sold a very large number of copies.
I picked one of my absolute favorites. It has a great mystery, amazing characters, and it is a total page-turner.
Page-turner is a wonderful idiom. It describes a book that is so exciting and interesting that you want to read it quickly, turning the pages as fast as you can to see what happens next.
I'm really hoping you like it, Sam.
I actually started reading it last night after I took Buster for his evening walk. I sat on my couch and I have to admit, I read 50 pages without stopping.
Really? You like it?
I do. I'm already trying to guess who committed the crime. I think it was the landlord, but I don't want to spoil anything for our listeners. I was thinking maybe when I finish it, we could have our own little book club.
A book club is a group of people who meet to discuss a book they have all read. I would love that, Sam. We can go back to the cafe, grab some lattes, and talk all about the plot.
It's a date. A book club date. Anyway, talking about books is a fantastic way to practice your English. It helps you learn how to describe stories, emotions, and opinions.
Let's review your new conversational vocabulary for this week. Browse, section, paperback, hardcover, plot, bestseller, page-turner, and book club.
For practice, think about your favorite book. How would you describe the plot in English? Is it a paperback or a hardcover? So for part 2, we will share what happened next.
After we visited a bookstore, I recommended a famous mystery novel to Sam, and he promised to read it.
Not only did I promise to read it, but I have now actually finished it. I couldn't put it down. So today, Amy and I are having our very first official book club meeting.
We decided to take advantage of the beautiful weather, so we aren't in the studio today. We are actually sitting on a blanket in the park.
That's right. I brought my dog Buster so he could play fetch while we talk. He is very happy right now, running around with a tennis ball.
It is the perfect setting for a discussion. Today, we are going to teach you how to express your thoughts and opinions in English. This is incredibly important for natural conversations.
Let's start with my overall opinion of the book. Amy, I have to admit, I was completely hooked from the very first chapter.
Hooked is a fantastic slang word. If you are hooked on a book, a TV show, or a new hobby, it means you are so interested in it that you cannot stop doing it or thinking about it.
I was definitely hooked. The story moved so fast, but we have to be careful not to give away any spoilers for our listeners who might want to read it.
A spoiler is a piece of information that ruins the surprise or the ending of a story for someone who hasn't read or seen it yet. We promise no spoilers today.
Thank you. So I will just say that I thought the ending was going to be very predictable.
Predictable is an adjective that describes something that is very easy to guess. If a movie is predictable, you know exactly how it will end within the first 10 minutes.
Exactly. I thought I had solved the mystery by page 50. I was so sure the landlord was the criminal. But then, halfway through the book, there was a massive plot twist.
A plot twist is a sudden and unexpected change in the direction or outcome of the story. It is the moment that completely surprises you.
It completely shocked me. I actually gasped out loud on my couch. What did you think of the plot twist, Amy? Did you guess it the first time you read it?
To be honest, I didn't. I completely agree with you. It was a brilliant surprise.
When you agree with someone, you share the same opinion. I am glad we agree. The author did a fantastic job hiding the clues.
But what about the main detective in the story? I know some people find him a little bit annoying.
Really? I have to disagree with that.
To disagree means to have a different opinion. It is perfectly okay to disagree, as long as you do it politely. How would you politely disagree in English, Sam?
I might say, I see your point, but I disagree, or I have a slightly different perspective. In this case, I thought the detective was just very focused. He reminded me a bit of you, actually, Amy. Very organized, always paying attention to the small details, and making sure everything is exactly right.
Well, I will take that as a compliment. I do like things to be organized.
It is a compliment. Honestly, I enjoyed the book, but I think I enjoyed having an excuse to talk about it with you even more. It's really nice to share something we both enjoy.
I feel the same way, Sam. It makes reading even more fun when you can share the story with a good friend.
Well, Buster just dropped a very wet tennis ball on my lap, which means it is probably time for me to throw it for him again.
That sounds like a perfect way to end our book club meeting. Let's review the conversational vocabulary for our listeners today. Hooked, spoiler, predictable, plot twist, agree, and disagree.
Your homework this week is to practice expressing your opinion. Think about a movie you recently watched or a book you read. Was it a page-turner or was it predictable?
I think I see what you're saying, but I have a different perspective. Keep practicing, keep talking. That is the best way to learn.
Subscribing helps us keep the channel going, and we look forward to seeing you next time.
Bye, everyone!